Namaste. We are back. Thank you again for joining, liking, sharing, subscribing, and all the many ways that you guys support me. I do appreciate it, and because I can't do it anymore. I talked about that in the general reading. Well, the first part of the general reading. This is still the general reading, but I talked about in the first part that I just can't be making videos and at the same time trying to do YouTube's notifications for them all over social media. It's just too much. And go live with you guys. You know, I got to pick which things are more important and that I enjoy doing more rather. So that is the going live and stuff, certainly than, you know, going around the internet posting that I've made a video when YouTube is supposed to tell you itself. So I appreciate you guys doing it, and I hope the YouTube gets better. They just sent me another email about it. I'm just kind of tired, but I'm going to attempt to screenshot it and post it, you know, in the feed where YouTube lets us put up pictures, so that anybody who needs instructions on checking out their subscriptions and resaving and clicking on the bell again, all that kind of stuff, I'll put that up. All right, so let's get to it. We're gonna start with the dice, beginning with massage, party, and try again. Spirit says, eat cake. Maybe that's to remind me to wish a happy birthday to all the Cancers this week that are celebrating. Today is June 22nd, so it is officially the first day of Cancer. So happy birthday to you all, and congratulations to anybody else that's celebrating. If you're graduating, perhaps like my daughter, or you have a child or somebody close to you who's graduating, congratulations. Or getting married or celebrating an anniversary, because June is such a huge month for marriages and weddings and engagements. Congratulations to you too, whatever you're celebrating. Or for whatever reason you're eating cake. Maybe you just, you know, have like an inner fat girl like me. And that's good too, enjoy. Spirit also says yes. So if there's a yes or no question you're pondering, or perhaps again with regard to an engagement or something, you know, will you marry me? The answer is yes this week. And romantic dinner. I'm going to get right to the cards because I already did all my talking in the previous video. So did I point out in that other video, though, before I shuffle these up, that in 2 decks, I'm starting with Judgment? You know, completely coincidentally. I don't believe in coincidences, but I shuffled both of these before coming on like I always do. And the top card is Judgment. It's similar to when I'll, you know, do a spread and then clarify it with another tarot spread and have, you know, like the same cards, like Judgment, clarifying Judgment. You know, in my readings, we have that all the time. So it's still interesting, though. Anyway, Major Arcana card 20, Renewal. It's also an 11-11 here, right? Major Arcana card 11, 20, which is 2 or 11. Renewal or Judgment, for me, represents the planet Pluto in the sign of Scorpio, which it rules. Pluto, which is currently retrograde in Capricorn, along with Saturn. We had the try again die. That can be what this is about. Judgment can be about second chances. So this is the general reading. It can definitely be in any area of your life, some sort of second opportunity. Maybe you didn't get the job the first time, you know, or they put you on some sort of waiting list. You didn't get the apartment, the house, whatever. But they're calling you back. Or second chance in love. Relationship didn't, you know, quite get off the ground last time, but you're going to try again. Or, you know, you had a full go around, maybe on a previous relationship. Some people get married, divorced, remarried. Frida Kahlo married the same man twice, but, you know, she's just the first person that came to mind. I guess because we were recently celebrating her. But, you know, many people have done that. I think Elizabeth Taylor did it too. She married Richard Burton. Richard Burton, I think, is the one she married twice. It doesn't matter who. I know she married one of them twice, you know, so yeah, second time around. Also, when it comes to relationships, any type, friendships, familial relationships, romantic relationships, it's about sometimes having come to some sort of crossroad and needing to decide, like, where do we go from here, if anywhere. Sort of like that Boyz II Men song, We've Come to the End of the Road. but then he doesn't want to let go, so we're going to try again, right? Basically. Could be something like that. Or, well, you know, some people aren't going any further. Some people are going to decide to part ways for good, and that's okay too. Whatever's best for, you know, two people to mutually agreeing, hopefully. Hopefully we can do it that way, be amicable. Also, judgment is about abundance that is earned. So this is a super abundant week, it looks like already, and I haven't even done anything yet. And that abundance that's earned, it can be love, it can be money, it can be the material, it can be combinations of those, it can be all the above. You know, you get showered with a bunch of stuff this week, which is awesome. It can be things that you don't necessarily see right away here, but it's like the universe is promoting you. God is promoting you. I kind of prefer that one than anything anybody down here can give me. And plus, if you do get that kind of promotion, it will show up here eventually, because as above, so below. I talked about that in the general too. I actually read a piece of scripture in talking about one of the feast days that we're celebrating this week, and, you know, pointed out how what they were describing referred to the fact that, you know, as above, so below. What happens up there is going to happen down here. Judgment is also about, well, in connection with that, it's about promotion, bonus, could be new job, could be some sort of opportunity to like learn something, like an apprenticeship sort of thing, some sort of recognition, certification, diploma, you know, like graduation. I don't know. You think of different ways. People can be recognized, and that's what this is all about. It's also about judgment, just plain, you know, judgment in the literal sense, like guilt. Like when we judgmental of ourselves, it typically means that we're feeling guilty about something, whether we should be or not. You know, that's like a negative emotion that we need to release. Like we beat ourselves up, berate ourselves. I shouldn't have done it this way. You know, we have regrets. I should have done it that way, and it's about not doing that when judgment shows up. It can also be literally about judgment in the sense that it can be connected to some sort of legality and a judgment, you know, a legal decision. It's called a judgment. So those are all the ways. Opening to the Eight of Fire. So this could be news coming your way too, and it can be a judgment. Again, some sort of decision that comes to you, maybe in the mail. It is good news, you know, and something may be finally coming to an end. Or somebody could be reaching out to you, some sort of contact, or they could be saying, hey, guess what? You know, you're being honored. You made the honor roll or whatever, and that's your recognition. But the Eight of Fire signifies that there's news too, and I think it's news about judgment. Events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over, and many things are happening at once. The Eight of Fire is also about the universe working behind the scenes on your behalf, you know, just making things happen. And so, you know, when you need them to work out, they do, because all the groundwork has been laid already, you know, by the universe. Also, eights in general are about karma, karmic energy at work. And when it's the Eight of Fire, at least in my opinion, the Eight of Fire is never bad. It's your good karma paying off. And again, that's what judgment's about too. It's about abundance that it's earned. You either earn it through some sort of labor, like physical work, actual work, or you earn it through your works, as in, you know, the good that you do around the world, and that is your karma. Eight of Fire. And the Six of Air. Things are looking up. It's the end of a difficult situation. You may even be taking a trip. Six of Air is about just that. Like I said, this is going to be about good news. This can be good news. You could be hearing that somebody's going to be visiting you, or hearing about an opportunity for you to go on a vacation, or receiving your tickets in the mail, or whatever, that you're going to get to do something. If there had been an energy that was stuck, it's now moving, because the Eight of Fire speeds things up, and the Six of Air is a card of movement. Eight of Fire. And Major Arcana card 12, Awakening with Archangel Gabriel. Look at things from a different perspective. You're at a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. I think that temporary standstill is talking about Neptune retrograde, which started yesterday on the 21st. And this is Major Arcana card 12, so it's like the reverse of 21. And it just made me think about that. But yesterday was 6/21, was not only the Neptune retrograde, but also the first day of summer officially, the summer solstice, the last day of Gemini. And that Neptune retrograde, when I read about the standstill here too, the temporary standstill, I pictured, yeah, that's kind of what Neptune is doing. It's, so much so that it's going to appear to be going backwards, even though it's not really. Neptune is all about illusion, and there may have been some things that we thought we knew for sure, and we thought, were a certain thing or meant a certain thing, and maybe now we're finding out, nah, not so much, or the reverse of that. We didn't know, and now we're getting clarity. I'm seeing reversals of, fortune, so to speak, as it relates to Neptune. But again, it's still good, opposite the Eight of Fire. Still in your favor. And the Six of Water could have something to do with a past issue, or someone from your past, a past relationship, maybe even a soulmate relationship with the Six of Water of Cups, memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children also, and romanticizing the past. Eight of Fire. And it's the Knight of Earth. Loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. It's time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. You have a guardian angel. The Knight of Earth is a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Someone, could be coming your way this week, who is going to be some sort of facilitator of something, help you out with something. This could be actual, finances, actual money, or material wealth of some sort, or something that equates to money. Like I got, for example, approval finally of something that I was not going to let go because I knew I was in the right. And when I'm in the right, don't tell me no, because I will dig in your ass. But anyway, it was an insurance thing, medical insurance. So now I've got the approval and they're going to pay for something. So that it's not actual cash in my hand, but it may as well be, right? They're going to pay the medical bill that I don't have to. So I get to keep my cash in my pocket. It can be that sort of thing too. Overall energy is the Page of Air, logical, honest, impulsive, and curious, challenging information, delays or changes to plans, and truth delivered without tact. When the Page of Air shows up, be careful not to ignore your spirituality, your spiritual side, to make sure that you're nurturing that part too, and maybe meditating or doing, some sort of exercise or yoga maybe, or eating more cleanly, not too much junk food. Maybe you're leaving those things out and you need to remember to get back to them. In a general sense with health, though, it could mean you're overdoing it, which is kind of the opposite of ignoring. You could be overdoing it, and you may need to slow down and give yourself a break. Maybe, don't work out all 7 days this week. Instead, taking a movie one day or something where you're just sort of sedentary, or at a lounge or something, a club, having a good time otherwise. Comes to love, some sort of conflict could be coming up. You want to, go ahead and avoid it if you're able. It's kind of Five of Swordsy when it relates to love. So maybe a conflict that you're able to walk away from and avoid, having it actually turn into a conflict. And you may want to do that if you have the opportunity. Same thing with work. It could be, an indication that something's about to come up at work, some sort of conflict. If you don't have a job and you're looking for one, you may need to be a little bit more humble in your interviews and stuff. You might be coming across as an asshole. Other than that, the Page of Air is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. And pages are about news. So this could also be connected to the more positive stuff that I just spoke about with the Eight of Wands and, what was that, the Six of Swords? I think so. Oop, did you see that? Something just flew by here. I think it was an orb, but it was kind of too fast for me that time. something or someone. Just flew by. Crowning the masculine this week. Oh, very nice. The Four of Wands. Contentment, peace, and abundance. A happy home life. And the successful completion of a project. So again, this can be like family getting together. This can be engagement, marriage, anniversary, celebration. Whatever brings you peace, joy, contentment. You know, you just feel like you can relax for a minute, kick back. You don't have to be stressed out in this moment. It could be about a deepening of commitment between people. It could be a project you just finished at home, maybe spring cleaning, you know, right in time for summer. You've put away all your winter stuff. You got your summer stuff out, and, you know, everything smells like spring and flowers and whatnot. Oh, that's what this represents. This can also be about like codependency, moving in together, moving in general. Surrounding the masculine, the Two of Earth. So you may need to make a decision about one of those types of things too, because the Two of Earth can be about decision having to do with the earthly. It can also be about the need for balance, and maybe connected to the Page of Air, in that, again, you know, you're not taking enough time out, like for nurturing yourself, and, you know, you're putting all your energy into working out, or all your energy into work, or whatever, and you might need to find some balance in those areas of your life, like work and play, family and, you know, friends, or yourself. Masculine subconscious, the Four of Air, which is also about the need for a break or something sometimes too. So if it has to do with a relationship, you may need to, you know, call a timeout, say you need a break, and then maybe it's just 1 minute, you know, one day, you know, it might not be like a whole separation, or it could be a longer break, could be a breakup. Same thing with work. You might need to go on vacation. This could be connected to the Six of Air that we just saw a few minutes ago too, which can be about vacation. This can be like you thinking about the need to do it, the need to cut some time out for yourself, right? Carve out a piece of your schedule for yourself and making the plans. And then the Six of Air that we saw, the actual, okay, now I'm out. You know, this from the Four is usually like a planning stage for me, and then the Six is like actual travel and stuff. Four of Air can also be about a decision that needs to be made, as can the Two of Earth. So, you know, you could be focusing on something here too. And then usually these two cards, as it relates to a decision, it's a decision about the earthly, you know, so earthly matters, home, work, stuff like that. Not anything like spiritual or divine. It's of the earthly, totally. Money matters and material matters. Crowning the feminine. The Seven of Water, a complex decision. The need to do research. Stop procrastinating. The Seven of Water, as you can see, is not a court card, but it always reminds me of the planet Mercury in the sign of Pisces, which it rules. I just see like heads in the clouds and, you know, people being dreamy, all kinds of goals and dreams and fantasy and, you know, just getting caught up in it all. So there could be a need to like stop and focus and actually make some decisions about stuff and take some action in different areas of your life. Perhaps the material. With the Ace of Earth, the inflow of abundance. You may have like one job, more than one job offer, or something to choose from, or some other abundant situation. The inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, and important documents or contracts. Feminine subconscious, the Seven of Earth, seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. So like if you don't see anything happen, this is on its way to you and it's like surrounding you, so it's very near. But if you don't see it happening yet, that doesn't mean that you need to panic. Just trust that you've done what you needed to do in order to make it happen. But we are like rooted in a seven and crowned by a seven. Sevens are about good fortune. They're also about the need for us to be sure that we like listen to the guidance of the angels, you know, or the ancestors, whoever you feel guides you. Maybe you know your guides. Some of us know, like our guides have given us their names, or you know, we have more personal relationships with them depending upon how in tune we are. Like that movie, It's a Wonderful Life. I forget the name of the angel, but Clarence. Yes. So, you know, the Jimmy Stewart character, he had a personal relationship with Clarence. Some of us have those kind of relationships with our guides too. And when the sevens show up, it means like, be sure to listen to them and then that's going to really pay off. It will bring you good fortune. Sevens also represent God, of course, spirituality. So there could be a new spiritual business, maybe a partnership, or a job. It might not be your own business, but a job that you work, maybe in some sort of shop where they sell, spiritually connected items, candles and stuff, or whatever. Or you work in a yoga studio. I talked about yoga before. Meditation, all those things. You have an opportunity to, or to work in one of those. You have, choices. Which one are you going to pick? Crowning. The Ace of Air. Brilliant new ideas and inspirations. Seeing the truth of a situation and possibly a challenging beginning. Because when the Ace of Air shows up, it's like a new beginning on the heels of difficulty and conflict and disappointment. So it's like triumph over those things. We made it past that, and we still, getting this fresh start. Crossing the Ace of Earth, again, I think it has to do with the material, with finances. So maybe in a job or something, or some money coming into you, and it's like a second chance for you to build a nest egg, or to acquire a home, or to remodel your home, or redecorate your home, or something like that. Get married, enter some sort of commitment. At the root, we got 2 here. It's the Six of Air. Six of Air is back. And also the 10 of Earth. So this could be visiting family, or traveling with family, or things moving into a better space as it relates to your family, or your finances and your security. So maybe, again, because you got a new job or a new opportunity to start your own business or all of that, it moves you into a place of a newfound security and comfort level that you didn't have before. And at the heart of the matter, boom, that's why. Major Arcana card, the Wheel. A time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward and fortune is on your side. Major Arcana card, the Wheel, represents the planet Jupiter, which is the planet of good fortune, basically, luck, karma, globalization, expansion and growth. So everything becoming larger than life and wonderful. Jupiter rules the sign of Sagittarius, where it is actually currently retrograde. It's also connected to the fixed signs: Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. I am going to clarify these, though, even though they're pretty clear and pretty awesome on their own, with this other tarot deck, just so we can see any emphasis on anything. Again, beginning with another card named Judgment. It's time to get clarity about your life purpose and to make changes so that you're on the path most divinely suited to you. Forgive what has been without judgment and fearlessly embrace what's to come. All right. And up into the 4 of Summer. Your responsibilities may distract you from noticing what gifts God is presenting to you. Be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. Feminine, we've got like a few here. Renewal or Judgment. And the 9 of Autumn, your success has brought you financial security and the reward of much deserved time off to enjoy your own company. That could be too. You're feeling so secure and good that you can finally take a vacation. You couldn't take your eye off the prize before, but now you can take a break. You can rest easy because you've completed, the major task. Judgment. And Major Arcana card 18, the Moon, which represents the planet Neptune and the sign of Pisces again. It's important to trust your intuition, even if you're unsure of what's happening. All will be revealed soon, so worry is unnecessary. Renewal and Judgment, and the 9 of Summer. Now's the time when your dreams come true. Don't worry about how this will happen. Just give gratitude to God for all that you have and all that's still to come. The 9 of Summer is a yes, just like the die with which we started. And it's the 8 of Autumn. It's the perfect time to learn all you can by returning to school, taking a seminar, or conducting research. Do your best work, and the law of attraction will bring you prosperity and career advancement. For me, even if it's not career related, it could be relationship related. The Eight of Autumn is about reaping what you've sown. What you put in is what you're going to get out. Overall energy is the Six of Summer. The loving care of children could become an important part of your life, or people from your childhood may return to it. Old memories can be healed, or possibly old childhood dreams may be revived. That can be what this is. Right, here's the dreams, and then here is them being fruitful to you. Atop the Four of Wands, it's the King of Summer. So this is involving love, again, maybe cohabitation, maybe marriage, engagement, love and emotion. Or maybe you just falling in love with your new home, or the way that you've modeled it, or with yourself, and the peace and contentment and joy that you're finding in your life right now. Warm-hearted, devoted, loving, and faithful, a trustworthy person or romantic relationship enters your life. You may receive wise and compassionate advice from someone who speaks directly from the heart. The King of Summer is a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Atop the Two of Earth is the Three of Spring. Stop to take time to review and to make long-term plans, capitalizing on your past successes. It's appropriate to pat yourself on the back for all of your accomplishments, but you may also need to some patience for the next phase to play out. So if you do need that patience, it means you also need, again, balance is the way that I'm reading this Two of Earth. And I do think it has to do more so with matters of the earthly, as they say, as opposed to of the heart and love and stuff. This is more so about some sort of abundance that's on its way to you. But you can't try to, working 10 jobs isn't going to bring it faster. That's just going to break you down. It's the patience that's needed and the balance. Atop the Four of Air, and maybe this person that needs a break is, they may be an earth sign. Or you could have had a break in your finance, a break, all of a sudden, again, things turned around. Maybe where the energy had been stuck and your finances have been stuck and not moving, not going anywhere, which nobody wants. All of a sudden they are. Trustworthy, dedicated, protective, and funny. It's important to make a detailed plan before starting any new endeavor. Once you have that plan in place, then you can take immediate action and get as much accomplished as possible. So maybe this is you meditating on what the plan is going to be also, and then coming to the plan. The Prince of Autumn is a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Crowning the feminine atop the Seven of Water is the Queen of Autumn. Thoughtful, caring, creative, and ingenious. You'll be given advice that's both practical and creative, and maybe it'll help you to choose just one of these things to narrow all these options down, or to get your head out of the clouds, because this will be practical advice. It'll be grounding. You should follow it precisely. Focus only upon the positive in every situation or person. So also, if some of these things are negative, then get them out of your head. The Queen of Autumn, like the Prince, who she mirrors here. So that could also be a relationship perhaps between two earth signs, but not necessarily. Maybe one older than the other, perhaps the female older than the male, or the feminine older than the masculine, not, gender specific. They're both, again, earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Someone who's grounded, but it's not an earth sign at all, for example. Atop the Ace of Earth, wow, is the Sun. Major Arcana card 19. This is your finances. This could also be something, this could be like a bookkeeper sometimes, the Queen of Autumn type of person. And she could be illuminating something in your finances. That's good. Like maybe you missed some sort of entry or something. You didn't realize you had as much money as you did, or you didn't realize your, credit score could have had the potential to be increased, but something can come off now and that can go up, or you didn't realize, you just had one more loan payment to make before you're all paid up, or, something may be illuminated in the area of your finances, but it's going to be positive. You may get some sort of clarity and understanding about exactly what you have, what your assets are, and maybe you didn't realize they were so good. Or other goodness could just be coming to you, again, like a new job or something like that. Your plans will work out well, bringing you happiness, prosperity, and success. You'll garner the recognition for your accomplishments that you so richly deserve. It could be illuminated that you're responsible for some work. Maybe somebody else had taken credit or something, and now it's coming out. Light's being shown in the fact that you're responsible, and so you're getting the credit and the recognition. Atop the Seven of Earth is the Five of Summer. Don't be disappointed again or worried just when you don't see movement. That doesn't mean that there's nothing happening. When you plant seeds in the ground and they get watered and they get sunlight, they grow. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. So you just wait for them to grow. There's no need to be disappointed. There's no need to be worried. Atop the Ace of Air is the Eight of Spring. You've been presented with many wonderful opportunities all at once. While this may feel very stressful, remember to be grateful for all the blessings that heaven sends you. So again, this is something going on behind the scenes. This is in your favor. This could be, again, the truth coming out, the light being shown on something. What's done in the dark always comes to light, and this can be it. And that will lead you to victory, right? Triumph in an area where there had been difficulty. Atop the Six of Air and the Ten of Earth together is the Nine of Spring. You've worked hard, and what you've created is impressive and worthy of protecting. Annoying challenges may pop up, but don't worry. It's sitting here next to the worry. And so this is, I think, more so to the feminine than the masculine. Don't worry. Just keep going. You'll get through it just as you have in the past. And we can count on the universe to help us to bring information to light when it needs to come to light. Atop the Wheel, Major Arcana card 10, the Wheel, is another Six of Winter. So we got one here, we got one here. Isn't that awesome? The challenging times are over. So if you didn't believe it with the Ace of Swords, and you didn't believe it with this Six of Swords, now here's another one. It's like, the challenging times are coming to an end, and you can now breathe a sigh of relief. Let go of the past and embrace the happier times to come. So especially in areas where we're feeling lack rather than abundance, all of a sudden we are becoming more abundant in those areas. There is movement, positive movement forward with the Six of Winter and the Wheel of Fortune upright. Somebody may be even moving for a job, moving for an opportunity. In order to be able to take it, you have to go somewhere else. Somebody could be moving away from whatever the difficulty was before. Maybe a bad relationship. I think for the most part, I don't want to say for the most part it's positive, because even moving away from a bad relationship is positive. I think for the most part, if it has to do with relationships, it's moving toward one, but moving away from one that wasn't necessarily fitting for us, like needing to decide whether or not to do that, and sort of dodging a bullet, I feel too, from some of these cards. Like it's your big chance to get the hell out of Dodge. Whether that has to do with a relationship or a situation in your life where you can just get away, whether temporarily, maybe just temporarily, like a vacation, or permanently, you're moving and you need to go. It's a good week for it, a super week for it. But I don't know. I was hearing like evacuate and like a get out of Dodge type of thing. Evacuate. Maybe somebody could be picking up their whole family and moving for some reason. Maybe again, because they got a good job. And it's like the whole family's going to go. I was watching, I don't watch much TV at all. But a couple months ago, I got into this Love After Lockup. Don't ask. And so it just started again, like last week or this week. And I was watching yesterday. And this woman was talking about how she had been a Mormon, or she is a Mormon, but she actually lives in Utah, this black woman, with her 2 kids. And then she met this guy that was in jail, and then she married him, and she moved with and for him, I think, to California. You know, like she just picked up her kids and left. It could be that sort of thing too. Like trying to follow abundance. Somebody could just pick up and go. I was going to clarify all of these cards. I don't think I'm going to do that now because they're all pretty clear and awesome already. But I still want to go over some of who are these people? The Ascendant Master cards. Again, begin with choose peace. And as I was shuffling, I did see the white buffalo. And that usually means death. Oh, look, twin flame. I say that usually means death. It always means death, actually, whenever I see it. And I did see it as I was shuffling. Hopefully I won't see it again now, but I did see it already. So again, where there's conflict, or I'm going back to our overall energy of the page of Air Now, Page of Swords, where we're able to avoid conflict, instead choose peace. We should do that. If it has to do with walking away from if walking away from a relationship is a way to choose peace, like we're not going to get any better. We're not going to, this is never going to work. It's time to go. That's choosing peace too. Or if we have an opportunity to reconcile and to try again, that's choosing peace, especially as it relates to twin flame, right? This opposite this. You definitely don't want to, keep fighting with this person. Choose peace. And take charge of this situation, says Moses. So here we have Moses with this, he's parting the Red Sea, but I see all this water, and we've have all these 6 of Winters or 6 of Swords cards, which is about like moving through water. Somebody could be actually going like overseas to do something too, or crossing some sort of water in order to meet up with somebody, visit someone, travel, get the hell out of Dodge, evacuate, all of those things. But yeah, picking up and going, taking charge of the situation. And balance, career, and home life. Like I said over here, says Isis. That's funny. Yeah, says Isis twice now. And trust as vision, and there's more water. So I think again, if you're one of these people who's doing this, who's picking up and going somewhere else, or just dropping everything and entering a relationship or whatever, just hold on to your intention and have maintain your faith. Don't be a Peter, because then you'll sink. I spoke about Saint Peter in the other part of the general reading because we celebrate his feast day this week on the 29th. But I talked about how he was basically manifesting the ability to walk on water until he lost his faith, and that's when he fell through. Also, come out of the closet, which is kind of interesting during Pride Month and the big Pride Week that's coming up. But this could mean other things too. It doesn't have to just be that kind of closet. It's whatever kind of closet or bag you're in, where you're not living your true life, your true self, your best life. Out in the open, out loud. It is time is what this means. Also, I think, again, we could be, I don't know, I see like cleaning out closets and spring cleaning or whatever. Maybe because of a move or a travel situation. I'll do one more. It is health and healing, says Hilarion. which I also spoke about briefly. Not overdoing it as it relates to health. And that could be tied to this too, and to the Isis balance, career and home life, but also to this 3 of spring and this 2 of pentacles, like not overdoing it, not working too many hours or too hard, or putting, too much energy into something like fighting against the current. I'm seeing that too with the water. We need to allow for flow. And on that note, health and healing with Hilarion is back. Overall energy is stay focused, Kathumi. So like I was just saying, stay focused on your intention. Hold on to your attention and intention, so that you don't lose it and fall through the water like Peter. So we definitely want to do advice. And then why don't I also do a clarifier here and here. So if I do 2 for the masculine, I want to do 2 for us too. So I'll do here and here for the feminine, and 1 here for both. All right, so atop the King of Summer or Cups and the 4 of Wands. Ooh, fertility, says Pan. So yeah, this could definitely be getting together with somebody. That's going to bring you joy, masculine. Bring you together with somebody, or this could be a new home, starting a new life together. Again, cohabitation, just a fertile energy, giving birth to different things. This could be a time when, you're feeling particularly energetic for the bedroom too, and it's a fertile time to, if you've been trying to have children or you've been wanting to, it could be a good week for you to work on that. Very nice. Like a Scorpio, right? they got all of that, especially the Scorpio males. They got a lot of energy in that area. Atop the 3 of spring and the 2 of pentacles, you're seeing the situation accurately, says Horus. So again, if you're wondering about the number of hours that you're working, and if you need to take a break, and your body is telling you yes, and your mind is telling you yes, but you're saying, well, maybe not, maybe I can keep on pushing, you're seeing it accurately. So, find some time for you. Feminine for us atop the Queen of Autumn and the 7 of Cups. Energy healing. Well, I can see this in terms of, and he's got like similar orbs floating around him to those that are in the picture. Interesting. Well, yeah, this is really watery, and again, a lot of things, head in the clouds and stuff. And maybe this is also like a foggy head. And like I said, this could be a facilitator, somebody that helps you to get through whatever this is. But maybe that's a healer. Maybe that's somebody who helps with nurturing your spirit and your aura. Now I'm seeing all these little orbs in this picture and in this picture. So feminine, we may, if we're feeling foggy and stuff, and maybe having trouble focusing on an intention, you may want to consider energy healing to help with that. Atop the 5 of Summer and the 7 of Pentacles, it is teacher, says McConan. So again, we may want to look to somebody else if we're feeling in a funk, down and out, pessimistic, unable to count our blessings, unable to be happy despite all this, wonderful energy that surrounds us. Then we may need to look to some sort of mentor, maybe somebody to talk to, spiritual counseling. That can be healing to your energy, healing to your spirit, or actually looking into some sort of formal energy healing. And for both here atop the 10 of Pentacles, the 6 of Air, and the 9 of Spring, detach from drama. Like I was saying, get the hell out of Dodge, evacuate, move on, get out of here. Yeah. Pallas Athena agrees. And this is like the goddess of war. If the goddess of war tells you to get away from drama, you know that you need to really get away from drama. Like, leave it alone. Further advice to the masculine on top of that is priority. It says King Solomon. So focusing on your priorities. Feminine, Twin flame, says Angus. So maybe this is why we're all foggy and confused and whatever. But there are ways to sort of get back to center and have clarity about these situations, and even to draw our partners nearer through the same manifestation that I was talking about that helped or would have helped Peter to walk on water. But we have to be in alignment in order for that to happen, in order to be able to do that. Masculine, the Queen of Air is your advice. Independent, experienced, realistic and witty, objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, including, again, the funky relationships or whatever. Also seeing the humor in the situation. Queen of Air is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Oh, goodness. Feminine, for us, the Page of Fire, more Jupiter. Page of Fire is a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, someone likened to those traits or attributes. Outgoing, creative, confident, and mischievous. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. But if your ingenuity is inaccessible because your head is all fucked up, then get some energy healing. And from the Animal Tarot, speaking of the fire signs, to the masculine, for you, it is the King of Spring, inspiring, dramatic, ambitious, and wise. Again, a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. And this is your energy too, is the divine masculine. Could be telling you just to, get in control. Now's your moment to step into a leadership role. Don't back away from the spotlight, as your plans will be successful as long as you stay focused on the big picture, just like I said, and just like our over energy says. And lastly, feminine, for us, we got some fertile energy to go along with the masculines. There could be some very interesting encounters this week, and we may have a lot of babies in 9 months from now. Time to hop into action. Use your natural creativity to bring forth prosperity and success in your life. The Empress represents the planet Venus, Taurus, this earth energy, and Libra, so more air. Yeah. And this, again, hop into action is sort of like pick up and go, like I've been saying, like I've been feeling too. Maybe after a lover, following a lover, like the woman on the show. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the general reading. I will be back with love. Thank you again for joining, liking, sharing, and subscribing, and helping me to get the word out, helping me to send it around, because I'm tired of posting on social media that I've put up a video. Thanks again. Namaste.